Hey guys! Like I said, I was way too tired to do a superhero story, but I have way more energy today to do the story of the lifetime. Also, I realized I didn't do the story for that in another canvas, but since I finished everything for the art sale, and there's just two abominations I haven't done backstories for those two stories in particularly, you're just gonna hear the main character Shatter, who does those type of things, and you're going to be hearing me doing my very stereotypical Russian accent for him. So yeah, but be prepared for the next TikTok video. Just be prepared for that. But let's get to the story. So here is the leader of, well, a team that is morally called the Bifrost team for very unusual reasons. This this guy over here is no other. Well, people call him. Well, it's very hard. He doesn't really go by any names, but people just call him Frost Animal. Morely because his. So his backstory is that he was born with a new disease that no one knew how to cure. Well, until the blast happened, and that gave him his powers. Where basically his blood was like liquid nitrogen. When that happened, he had to wear a tube in his mouth and had to stay warm. And he had to take exercise and even had to stay in warm places for the rest of his life. Until one day when the blast happened, his power with his ability gave him a gift. He was only able to make ice creatures, and they were fully sentient and very well, and also in the fact that he does control them, but he can also use the stronger parts of those animals and use them for his own body. Now because he's so well, he's pretty much broken and he can freeze other things, but he can morally just use it to make other animals. So I guess you can say that he is the king of the animal kingdom. Say hello to the creepiest child that's ever lived. Say hello to the tree hunter. Or should I say tree striker. You see, by the way, his name is Novel. Novel is literally a 10. He's literally 10 or 11. He really doesn't tell people which age he really is. But he says he's somewhere around 10 and 11. So people think he's 11. This 11-year-old who grew up in nature, pretty much, liked to climb trees. So in earlier ages, especially with his dad teaching him how to wield blades to protect himself, one time he fell into a place that usually is not touched by men, and would say the trees were growing green. This was done over radiation that people were dumping over in forests for many years to come, and just burying waste and other things under the ground. Some of that stuff was reaching up above. And when the blast hit, he was in there. His body wasn't too severely damaged, but it did leave him with two things. One, his face morphed, so now he has a creepy face that looks like it's a mask, and most people find him scary. But also, he had the ability to manipulate nature. For all the nature energy that is around, he can build it up inside of his body and use it however he wishes. Usually, he's only able to use it for tiny little bursts, using it for blades to make his blade cut faster, or even using it to push him forward into places. Sometimes he's able to do so much to the point that he can make it look like there is multiple of him. This guy here is a part of this team, and he joined the team around the time when he became 14. But he was on the team when he was 11, so take it or leave it. Now why is that so tall? I don't get. Okay, fixed it. Sorry for the noise, guys. My room is not a room, so bear with me. This guy is this guy's a hunter, a different type of hunter. Like before, he uses tech to help him with fights. He also knows how to do physical combat. This one has a superpower that I like to call Target Strike. His power allows him to anything that he touches with his own bare hands will hit anything that well it will hunt the person and follow them. Well, as long as and it will stop as soon as it hits something or if something grabs it. So if it meets up with an impossible stoppable force, it will stop moving, not able to continue. Saying that because of this, he doesn't wear any other tech other than the tech that conceals the many, many, many weapons he has in his suit. So he learns how to fight with stealth and easiness, and doesn't wear that much protective armor onto him. This guy is no other than called, well, Empyrean the Hunter. Say hello to the female of the team that is probably my most favorite of all. Say hello to. It's called Combo Archer. Combo Archer is a superhero who basically she gets her power because Target got his power just because he used to throw mini weapons and one of the weapons he had did have radiation on it. She got her powers because she's actually a science physicist. She also takes archery classes. And because of that, she did deal with some compounds. She didn't have any. Well, she didn't think she had any effects, but then she realized some of the effects that she was putting into her objects were the same effects she got from a lab. She realized that as long as she can touch any compound, she can combine those things and put them in any other object, rigging them to explode or even rigging them to do other things, including set off an EMP. So, she realized she could do some good with this, so she made herself a suit, used titanium alloy for her arrows, and it fascinated her phone. I said phone. Fascinated. Create her bow. You know what? Forget it. She created her bow at the same form of metal. Okay, forget English. So yeah, and she doesn't really miss. Now say hello to a guy who's named the Slip Laser. Slip Laser, he actually has two powers based off of him. One, him being a dumb teenager and working with heat, he was able to shoot lasers. And also his body melted because of it. So because his body melted when he was messing with lasers, his body is now able to form, but now anything that's even on him or him can melt and turn to a solid form. Now, because of that, his skin is actually more durable than most, so that's the reason why. That's Slipshot. And because I have to make this go quickly, this is a guy who's basically named Lizard Man. He basically has the ability of any known lizard on known Earth, and he was also taking care of a lot of lizard DNA that got all over him. So he has the ability of every single lizard on planet Earth, but only has half. But he has strength. He has super strength, but doesn't have that much. But has half of it. You know? Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this TikTok. This is going on way too long, and so I'm gonna have to end this quickly. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope these are still really fun for people. Again, we're done with the regional, so yeah. See you guys later. Crimson Thunder out.